Hello guys, it's Chris, your YouTube daddy here. We're going on an adventure, Well, it's Thursday, I think it's the 17th of July, and I've just finished at the arcade, and it is 7 o'clock. So I've got about an hour to kill, so I thought I'm going to have a drive about, because as of tomorrow, when all the English kids start breaking up, I'm not going to have a lot of time to do a lot of these driving videos. So I've started off on the North Shore on King Edward Avenue. I think that's what it's called. And I've not been up here, I don't think. Not done a video. But we're just going to literally point the car and we're just going to drive. And we're going to have a look at what's about. Because these are areas that people who come on holiday don't generally go to. And to be fair, these are areas that I don't generally go to either. So, let's see exactly what's going on around here. So, I'll just turn the camera around. So, we've got an abandoned hotel there. I thought I'm just going to literally go down the back street here. I don't have a plan. I don't know where I'm going. I'm at the back of some hotels at the moment. And that's the Highfield Hotel. Looks quite nice, to be fair. And that flats there look like private flats, I would say. The number 72. Okay, maybe not, it's private flats, I don't know. So what we'll do, we'll carry on down here. We'll go along the back streets and see exactly what's going on. I'm going to a gated area here, but the gates are open. So again, I think I'm at the back of hotels here. Let's see what's down here. I'm going to completely try and avoid the main streets this time, and we're going to have a look at the back of hotels and the back of housing. So back of hotel here again, back of private flats. Oh, let's see what's down here. Can I drive down here? It's a gated area and both the gates are shut, so I can't go down here. So what I'll do is I'll just go forward, then turn round. So the back streets I'm taking you to, these are the proper back streets of Blackpool now. That's how I'm North Blackpool at the moment, and these are the back of hotels. So this is normally, the back of hotel is where the owners and the managers live. So these buildings here are normally the owner's accommodation. So you see all the shiny bits out the front, and then you see what actually happens out the back. The Lodge Blackpool.co.uk. I don't think I can go down there, but let's go anyway. Let's see what we can do down here. Looks like it's just garages, and maybe it's a pub garden or something in there. Could be a pub garden. What's that? What pub's that? That's Uncle Tom's. So we're at the back of Uncle Tom's at the moment. And that must be the pub, the garden at the back of Uncle Tom's. So we'll call this video the real back streets of Blackpool. So we've got parking areas here. So it seems to be a mixture of hotels and private accommodation. Can I go down this way? Nope, can't go that way. Then we're going to have to reverse back. See how good my reversing skills are. And I can reverse onto here and go forward. So you say we're just at the back of Uncle Tom's, the pub. So we can't go any further that way, so what we'll do is we'll turn left here and see if we can pick some more up. There's still quite a few hotels around here. You don't realise exactly how many hotels there are in Blackpool, and holiday flats and holiday stays. Now that's Northumberland Avenue I've just come off, for those of you who are like to know where I am. Oh, the bar lounge there, let's just do past. So we've now just come the other side, so we've got Uncle Tom's cabin now on my left hand side. Oh, let's go down this way. Let's see what's down this way. I'm not sure what hotel this is. It's a biggie though. And that's a typical taxi driver, just block off the whole of the road. And I'm right by the casino. So this is the Genting Casino now on my right hand side. So we are quite deep up north now. So we're going to head towards Red Bank Road area. Any of you guys been in Genting's Casino? I have been in there, but it was called, I think it was called the Stanleys. The last time I went to there was years ago, and I'm talking years ago. I'm not going to go the boring ways here, I'm going to go the real Backstreets here. So where does this take me? I need to see where I'm going. Yep, this takes me through. Oh, let's see what's down here. Seems to be private housing to my right, and the back of hotels to my left, I think. And there might be a few private houses thrown in there as well. Oh, there's a nursing home there. Quite a nice look in this. I do like, I'm just going to turn the camera a little bit so you can see the frontage of it. That does look very ornate, doesn't it? It looks really, really nice, that North Shore Care Home. That does look really nice, that does. And you see, like most seaside resorts, we do have quite a lot of care facilities up here, because obviously a lot of people who are of that age want to retire to the seaside. I'm guessing years ago you'd be able to drive through all of this area, but obviously there's a lot of gated areas now, so I'm going to have to weave in and out here a little bit. So I'm going to turn right here. Now this all looks residential to me. Quite nice houses, I love that. Nice view. There's the Moggy. He's just going to hide under the car. This is quite a nice area, isn't it? Not too shabby at all. Oh, there's a nice bungalow there for you, Claire. That is a nice bungalow, isn't it? God, that's a big bungalow. I bet that's a few bob. There's a few bungalows here on my right hand side. Very well maintained as well. So now we've got private garages, and it looks like this housing here I would say is probably residential flats by the looks of it. Again, these garages for the flats. These round here definitely look like water controlled areas. I could be wrong, but that's what they look like. I'm going to turn left, but I'm just going to show you where I am by pointing the car that way, so you can see where we are at the moment. I can't see what the road's called. But it definitely looks like residential and that type of area. Again, a garage area. I didn't even know they had flats like this around here. Well, they could just be normal flats because there are a lot of garages, aren't there? They could just be flats. Not sure. I'm not sure whether they're warden controlled or they're just normal flats. Because there just seems to be an awful lot of garages, so I'm assuming that each flat is designated a garage. Now, when you're in water controlled areas, I'm going to generalise it a little bit here, but you don't tend to have garages alongside them. Oh, listen to that. I need to learn how to drive. I just stalled the car. That's trying to drive by a small area and put it into third gear. They're definitely old, these garages are, though, aren't they? These are probably going back from the 1930s, 1940s, probably. Oh, look at that Land Rover. How cool is that? God, I so want a Land Rover. Completely impractical, but it is so cool. It is so cool. I want a Land Rover. A proper Land Rover like that. Again, quite a nice residential road here, very well maintained, very clean. A couple of houses for sale here, and there's some new builds as well. Now this is this new thing, well, new, it's been here about 15 years. I can show it you. Now I know that is flats or apartments. Sorry, no apartments. That's apartments there, and these are very expensive. It's the type of place here we can see it's got a barrier to get in. It'll have a gymnasium. It'll have a swimming pool and all that kind of thing. So I know they are very expensive. They are. And we're at the back of that now. Let's see what's up here. So this is a better view. This is another exit to it there. You can see it there, but you can see they've got barriers going into it, and these are all private apartments. I don't know what the building was originally, but I do remember about 15 years ago when they did all the work on it. And I do remember at the time they were going up for some serious money for what it was. And there's another exit to it here, I think. So you can see the back of it here. So when you drive along the front, you can see it's a massive building. It's a massive building. So they took an old building, and obviously they converted it into flats, and they've also built apartments and houses around it as well. And this has been done in the past about 15 years, if I remember right. It's certainly been done. I've been here just over 22 years, and it was definitely, I was here when it was being done. Now I do remember doing a video down here, so we'll try and find somewhere else. Oh, some more bungalows for you there, Claire. For those of you watching this on Playback, that's Claire, my mod. She's always looking for a bungalow to stay in. Now if I turn in here, and see where this takes us. So these houses are okay, but they're not quite as good as the other houses. It's not quite as affluent an area. It's a big word, isn't it? So you can see where we are geographically now. We're coming down towards the end of the Illuminations area. So we'll drive down Red Bank Road, and then we'll come back that way. There's a train on its way to Stargate. We'll go around the back of Hearts Amusements. I know that's been took over by somebody else, but they've obviously retained the same name. I know it's only been took over by somebody else, because me and Pete went in there to pick up a machine for him a couple of years ago in my van. So now we're at the back of, this is, to my left hand side is the back of the shops that are on Red Bank Road. So there's like chippies and different types of shop there. I think we're at the back of the chippy here actually. You can see in the road, I'm just going to pull back, how old these roads are now. We've got the same on Dale Street, where the, let me just pull it down a little bit so you can see it, yeah. Where the tarmac has come up, you can see the original cobbles underneath. So this is how old these roads are, where there have been horse and carriages and stuff like that coming down here. So you can see the old cobble area. If you go at the back of the arcade on Dale Street, on back of my arcade, then it's exactly the same there. Where the tarmac has come up, you can see the old cobbles. Is it just me who thinks that's interesting? It's probably just me. I'm assuming that's a public house. And this here, we're coming off the Indian Star. Never been in there. Now this is Red Bank Road now. And I'll just show you how to get to Sainsbury's. So here is the Sainsbury's car park and the Argos. There's an Argos here as well. So it looks like it's free parking for 2 hours. So this is the Sainsbury's. I have been in here, but it was again a while ago. And you've got an Argos pickup point as well. See the top of that wall where you've got the remnants of a some kind of deterrent to stop people climbing over the walls. That's been there some years, I bet. But if you just look at the wall, they're real old bricks, they are. The spiced lobster. I don't really like. I've tried lobster once. It's not really my thing. I'll let this dude past. I think I've got the micro bars down here. That's quite cool, isn't it? And this is Bispham Conservative Club to my right hand side. Obviously it's a Conservative club, so obviously I'm needed there. And here, I shall just drive here and I'll show you where we're in Bispham now. This is Bispham area. This is their Neenar station. This is their fire station here. That's their Neenar station. We've not seen any Neenars, but that's where the Neenars sleep overnight. And the fireman type people. Firemen and firewomen, sorry. Let's get politically correct here. And what we're going to do is we're going to head back towards Blackpool, but to the Backstreets. Now this is the police station down here. Some more Neenars. Neenar. They're not Neenaring at the moment, but this is the... So we're actually, I think we're out of Blackpool now. We're in Bispham area now. This is a real complicated double roundabout here, where they always take you when you're doing your driving test down here. Karen took a driving test down here, and they always take you around this double roundabout just to try and confuse you. Karen hates it. Hates it. Now I'll just show you, I think it's down here somewhere, where the local recycling centre is. I think I need to turn left just down here somewhere. No, not there. Maybe the next turning. And then come back on myself slightly. And it's like on an industrial estate. So this is, yeah, this is down here. So this is where our main recycling centre is. And as you can see, it's miles away from Blackpool. But this is the one we have to use. Absolutely miles away. So if you do live in Blackpool and you don't know where the recycling centre is, it's down here in Bispham. And they do ask you your postcode and everything. So we just turn right down here. And this is Moor Park Health Centre. This definitely looks like council. Yeah, this is council housing, or ex-council housing anyway. So this is Moor Park down here. And just here on my left hand side is the council recycling depot. And it's open because it says on the sign there 10 till 4. So Blackpool Household Waste Recycling Centre. You can't go in there in vans and stuff like that now. We're now more in a bit of an industrial area here. Small battery units and stuff like that. What's that? Same day beers. Oh, I see them driving around. You see them driving around in Blackpool. I didn't know where they were, but now I do. Same day beers on my right hand side. T-Print, which is a clothing solutions, work clothing I guess. First Call, self-storage. A typical retail area here, commercial area. Now what road is this? Let's go left. Let's see where this takes us. Now I'm driving completely blind. I've absolutely no idea where I am now. If my bearings are right, I've got a feeling I might be heading towards the Bispham College. It's a big tall building. But I could be completely wrong. No, I am. I'm heading towards Blackpool and College. Royal Mail Delivery Office. Ooh. I'm going to go down this way. See what's down here. I've been here before. Why have I been here? I've definitely been here before, but I can't remember why. So on my right hand side is the Royal Mail, and I can't go any further around here, so I'm going to have to turn round. And just there, over yonder, you can probably see it in the distance, there's the Blackpool and College. Lots of different small units, and obviously you've got, like you say, the main Royal Mail sorting area here. I'm assuming this must be covering the whole of Bispham and Blackpool area. Westmoreland Home Care. I'm going to turn right and go back on myself here, because I know if I head the other way, I'm heading away from Blackpool. Right, now I'm going to try and see what the quickest way to get to Blackpool from here is. Because I have been here before, but it was such a long time ago. Mini digger hire. There is a lot of trees around here. So I say we're smack in the middle of an industrial area, but it seems to be spread out. So now what we need to do is find a sign. If you look at the roads and the whole layout, this is quite... Is that a cemetery there? It all seems quite new round here. We've been past here, there's the Gateboard Park here. So we're at Moor Park Primary and Nursery School. I'm assuming we're still in Bispham. Now, if my spidey senses are right, I think I should turn left, and that should take me towards. Yeah, we're just coming off Moorland Park Avenue. And I think this should take me in the general direction I need to go to. I know where I am now. That's the Scribble pub. They used to do a cracking carvery there. I don't know if they still do. We've definitely done this area before. Workmen are out quite late. The gasmen, the problem. It looks like we're doing this whole video in one go. Now, if I turn left here, on my right hand side is Blackpool Co-op funeral area. And we're just turning left we're on Bispham Road at the moment, and then we're just turning left onto Warbeck Hill. Now on my right hand side is B&M's and Aldi. I'll just spin the camera around and show you. So this, when we drive up this road, and this will take us to where they have them Aerofix models on the roundabout. I am munching a sandwich at the moment, but I'm not driving, so it's allowed. I'm parked. So this is Warbeck Hill Road, and at the top on the left hand side here used to be the Warbeck School, because Rachel, my oldest, used to go to this school. It's changed names now. And I know for a fact we have been this way before. And it's called Unity. Unity, there you go. Beacon Hill, that's what the school is called, Beacon Hill. We're not going to go straight to the promenade, we're going to turn left here. I know a lot of people love these drive arounds because they like to see some of the areas that aren't normally most normal YouTubers don't go around, and especially people who are thinking of relocating to Blackpool, because a lot of people would think they'd love to move to Blackpool, but they don't actually want to live within the actual main tourist area, which I can understand, because obviously I did that for 20 years. And it can be a little bit in your face when you're living in the middle of it all the time. Devonshire Arms on the right hand side, been in there a few times. But it is nice to actually live in areas like this, a little bit away from Blackpool itself, so you're close enough to get there, but you're far enough in the way so you're not in the middle of the madness all the time. Because you can imagine living in the middle of it all the time, it would just drive you mad. So we managed 20 years, and that's one of the reasons why we moved away. You know, we don't live that far away from it, but we live far enough, close enough for me to get to work, but far enough away that I'm not smack in the middle of it all the time. I do like the houses around here though. I probably told you on previous videos that we were looking at houses around here. Because there's some nice chunky houses here. Now if I remember right, this is going to take me onto Devonshire Road. Or no, let's go right, and we'll go straight into the town centre now. That's what we'll do. We'll go to Talbot Road. So ahead of you is Devonshire Road, and which we're on at the moment, and to my right hand side is Talbot Road. And then this will take heading up towards the main Sainsbury's, the Mecca Bingo, and the North train station, if you're trying to work out exactly where we are. Ahead of me is the farm foods and the KFC and stuff like that. Now I know I've done a backstreet drive of all the properties around here, I know I've done that. So what we'll do is I'm going to head back to Pete's now. So I'll finish this video off with us driving along the front once we go down Talbot Road. Savoy Timber on my right hand side, big DIY place. That's just at the back of Mecca Bingo. It's all big industrial wood yard, stones, bricks, cement, concrete, stuff like that. So I'm sure 99% of you watching this know exactly where you are now. What the new Sainsbury's. And we've got Blackpool North Station just on my right hand side. Now to my left hand side is Cookson Street. Well, whatever's left of it, because most of it's been knocked down now, or it's boarded up. And you've got Warwick's Amusement on your left hand side, an over 18s amusement area owned by the Tunnicliffs, called Warwick's Amusements because it's owned by Warwick Tunnicliffe, but I believe it's operated by his son now, because he's got to be in his mid to late 70s now. Fun fact, I've probably told you this story before. These people who've got Warwick's here, their first arcade, that's Warwick's there, there's a number of them around Blackpool, their first arcade was my arcade. And I met him because he popped in and he introduced himself. So Warwick Tunnicliffe, this was a few years ago, started off, his first arcade in Blackpool was actually where my arcade is. And he used to live above it. And he's from a showman family who relocated to Blackpool and opened up an arcade, and that's where he started. And he sold the arcade to somebody else sold it to somebody else, and then I bought it about 2 or 3 people after that. I think he might have sold it to Harold or something like that, and then Harold sold it to somebody else. Anyway, it's something like this, Nina car. That's a bit of useless information for you there. Owned by Warwick Tunnicliffe and the Tunnicliffe family, which were a showman family. You all know where we are now. We're just outside Trilogy's. And we come this way all the time, especially when we go to Appleton Street Barbecue in the morning. I'd like to thank everybody. This happens quite a lot now, and I really appreciate it. At least once a week, a different subscriber, when they come on holiday, they go to Appleton Street Barbecue and they pick roast potatoes up and bring them to me, because they know now I'm working. They don't do roast potatoes till 11 o'clock in the morning, so I never get round to getting them anymore. And I think Jimmy Timber was the last person who brought me, so thank you very much, Jimmy. I do appreciate that, Jimmy Timber. And a few people have brought them to me. I do love the roast potatoes from there. Oh, they're so nice. And I think it was Jimmy, or was somebody brought me a curry as well. Oh, the curry from there is so nice. Dip the roast potatoes in, they're gorgeous. If you've not tried it, you're missing out. Check out Appleton Street Barbecue, it's absolutely fantastic. There's still quite a few people around, to be fair. Horsey clip-clops are out. I can see a Nina. I can see a fireman engine. A few cars ahead of me at the traffic lights. It's now about 8 o'clock. It's still quite busy. This time next week I'm still going to be working. There's a scary thought. Our pit's still open, so we'll have another 10 minutes drive around. I know, so you do, like when I do these driving videos, I have a lot of comments where you like the long driving videos. I hope you've enjoyed this so far, some of the Backstreets that we've not been down. I know we've covered some areas that we've covered before, but I hope we've actually covered some areas that you've not seen before. I do hope it's been interesting. I just love the different, I'm quite sad like that, I just love the different architecture. Architecture, is that a word? I think it's a word. So as you know where we are, we're on the corner of Chapel Street at the moment. And Pete's place is just to my left hand side. So that's it, most things seem to be still open. Donkey Derby's going. Funland's open. Pat's has got quite a lot of people in there. Mark Kelly's on the seafront, that's open. Sports bar. And there's a children's bar, a children's place on the left hand side called Legends. So if you want children, if you've got children and you want to go to the bar, that's another option. And I believe the Manchester here also has a child friendly area on the side. I do know it's been taken over now. Yeah, family bar. Free kids play area in there. The Salt and Vinegar fish and chip shop, very good fish and chip shop. I did a food review on that a while back, and I was actually pleasantly surprised, really surprised actually. If you checked out that food video, which I did on the fish and chip, the Salt and Vinegar fish and chip shop on the seafront, I was so impressed with that. The cost, chips were lovely, and considering it was a tourist one, it's smack in the middle of the tourist area on the prom, it was very, very good. Absolutely spotless inside. because I hadn't been in it for years, and I obviously I went in there thinking, oh, I hope it's not grotty like it was the last time I went in there, but it was so good. And I went to that place because a subscriber left a comment and saying you need to check this out, so I did, and it was really good. What we'll do, we'll turn by the Dutton Arms here. So we're now at the side of the Dutton Arms, and you've got the shoe market directly ahead of me. I think that's owned by the same people who own the one next door to Pete's, but the one next door to Pete's is called the Shoe Seller. Basically cheap shoes, that's what they sell. And there's the famous ice cream place there. Best ice cream in Blackpool, apparently. I can't confirm that because I don't like ice cream myself, so I can't really confirm if it is the best ice cream place in Blackpool. Now I'm going to go back into the Backstreets now. So we're just turning left here on the by the side of the Queen's, and we're going to pop over Bond Street. I think this is Rawcliffe Street, or yes, this is Rawcliffe. And this will take us on to Lytham Road. I think what we'll do is we will head towards the, well, we see the fireman station, we see the police station, so let's go and see the ambulance station. Then we've seen all three, so we'll go by the ambulance station here in Blackpool, which is here on Waterloo Road. So you've got farm foods. This is the farm foods that I use all the time. And then just there is the new ambulance station, which most of you probably know anyway. So this is the new, so we see some loads of Nenars, and at the back of the Nenar station is the range, DIY garden furniture, all that kind of stuff. And they've got an Iceland in there, they've got a garden centre, quite a good garden centre actually. And then we're going to head on to Progress Way, and then we're going to go back to Pete's now, but we're going to go take the shortcut, our secret shortcut, which we don't tell anybody about. So you've got the Eden Way to my left hand side. I never know where Eden Way finishes. I'm not sure whether I'm still on the Eden Way at the moment, or is this now Progress Way? If anybody knows, please put it in the comments below. Obviously you'll recognise this is where all the main car parks is as you drive in to Blackpool. We're now heading in the Bloomfield area of Blackpool. And obviously this is the main Blackpool South Shore Travel Lodge. I'm sure there's quite a few of you who stayed in there. Never been in there, but a travel lodge is a travel lodge. They all look the same to me. Void of character, that's what I say. But you know me, I'm not particularly one who likes the corporate type of thing. I like the more independent businesses and stuff like that. Some things that have a little bit of character behind them. Unfortunately, they serve a purpose, places like Travel Lodge, but they're just commercial, and they are very generic. You could be anywhere in the country. car park. Why not? Stay funny. Love that painting. This is where the old coach station used to be. I think this is where they where people's camper vans stay now. That was originally the old coach station. And this is Vauxhall Village car and coach park. Again, normal paint display. So we'll finish this video once I get to Pete's. Let's see what the cost of parking is, because I have absolutely no idea. So I should just park that there, and I'll just zoom in so you can have a look at how much that parking is. There we go. So if you are parking, so up to 3 hours £4, 6 hours £7, 12 hours £11, up to and that goes all the way up to 40 hours. 168 hours, which is £40. That's 24, 48. I've no idea how many days that is. That's lots of days. 24 hours is £13, so for overnight is £13, for 2 days is £19, and for 3 days is £22. Alright, let me just zoom back out now. Where I have to press buttons on my machine thing. There we go, and let me just there we go. And now we're going to go and use our secret magic shortcut, which we don't tell anybody about. Only people who watch this channel know about it, so shh, don't tell anybody. There's not a lot of that police station left now. Nearly all gone. That's nearly all gone now. Not a lot of YouTubers down there now. I think they've got bored since they knocked a big bit down. But basically all they're doing is they're clearing up the mess now. But you've probably heard, I know old Blackpool Biker did a bit on it. It's official. Body Street Market is reopening. Next season, start of next season. I'm assuming it's going to be in the same position it was before. Here we go, as if by magic. I love that barrier. I'll tell you what, we've got time. I've got 15 minutes, right? So let's go up to the next level. Let's go to the next level. Let's have a look at the next level. Let's see what's up here. Because I've not been up here before. But I've got to be pretty quick. Because I don't want to have to pay for being in here. Let's see if we can get to the top. Oh, there's more pop. Yep, I can go this way as well. There's a lot of parking up here, isn't there? How many levels is this? Because it's a big place, isn't it? You don't realise how big it is. I've done it again. I've got to stop putting it into third gear when I'm meant to be in first. My God, I'm still not on the top yet. So this is level 3. Oh my God, this place is massive. It reminds me of Disneyland and stuff like that. The kind of car parks they have at Disneyland and Universal Studios in Florida. And we're still not at the top. Oh my God, this place is huge. Okay, this is the top level now. So we're going right to the top here. Oh, this is cool, isn't it? Oh, this is so cool. So it's 5 levels. This is so cool. Look at what a cracking view of Blackpool Tower that is. That's an absolutely brilliant view. So anyway, how do we get out of here? Absolutely brilliant view. If I was staying on this car park, I'd definitely come to the top. I'll definitely park on the top. So we're going to go all the way down now. I assume they've got stairs and lifts. I would assume they have. I don't know, but I would assume they have. They got stairs, obviously. I assume they got lifts as well. So exit this way. Oh, the exit's pretty easy. You're just going literally round like a corkscrew. It's well designed. It is well designed. There's no doubt about it. This can take some serious cars. This can. I would definitely, if I was staying in business, I would definitely use the top level. It's got such a cool view. Oh, one more level to go. Here we go. Let's check I've not been here too long and I don't have to actually pay for it. I think I've only been in there another 5 minutes maybe. Yes, I can go. That was a freebie. And we're now on Chapel Street. Wasn't that exciting? I did enjoy that. I say it's the first time I've been to the top of there. That is so cool. Got such a good view from the top. Anyway, I'm going to disappear now. I'll just park up outside the back of Pete's. And I'll finish the video up then. So I'm just going to park up here. And I'll speak to you later. So guys, you know what to do. If you like this video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And hit that notification bell. And I hope you've enjoyed our little drive around. And I hope you've enjoyed our trip to the top of the central car park. How cool is that? And our magic shortcut. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget, if you like this video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and more importantly, hit that notification bell. Won't cost you a copper coin. See you later guys. Bye for now.